Hello, gorgeous Taurus. Welcome to Fifi and Gigi's Tarot readings. Taurus, thank you so much for joining me. Let's get started. Let's have a look at the big energies that you need to know. So, whether you're dealing with someone at the moment, you're in a relationship, is there someone coming towards you, and any other messages that you need to know. So, we're looking for the major messages and energies for you this week. So, let's get started. Let's have a look at the tarot. Also, Taurus, by the way, I am also open to personal tarot readings. So, Taurus, if you have a question, a concern, you need guidance, insight, clarity regarding some sort of area in your life, maybe it's with love, career, or money. Yes, you can book a one on one with me. All the information is down below in the description box, and I'll be more than happy to give you insight and clarity with your question and concern. Okay. Well, it's going to cover quite a lot here over today at YouTube. So let's get started. Oh, this card wants to jump out. Interesting. Interesting. We have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is all about messages, curiosity. It's also the online card. Now, a big message that's coming to me right now. Some of you are very, very curious of doing online dating, jumping back, going back on the website and starting again. Okay, that just came to me. So I will get all sorts of messages sometimes, Taurus. Okay, what does Taurus need to know, please? Anything at all? All right, let's cut the cards. Okay, show me the energy behind, please. What do we have? Excellent. Ace of Swords. I love, what do we know about all aces, Taurus? Breakthroughs, new cycles, new transitions. But this is a breakthrough in ideas, especially in the mental mind. You're cutting through any challenges. So, something you need to remember with the Ace of Sword, it's not like a brand new beginning and nothing to face. You may face certain things, there may be challenges at the start, but you will be able to cut through them. So, don't worry about it. King of Swords, interesting. So, I've got the King of Swords here, represented by usually more Aquarius energy. But I feel that Taurus, you're keeping your intentions, you're keeping certain things close to your chest here. It could be a trust issue. You don't really trust this person. You're probably just getting to know this person. It could be very new. So you're just getting to know them. You don't fully trust them. That's normal. Absolutely. If we split the deck, ooh, beautiful. We've got the Two of Cups. Ooh, we've got the King of Wands. We've got a different king here. What's behind that? Oh, and also the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, looks like there's two people here. There's someone here you don't really trust, but there's also someone else that's on their way. Let's have a look at your cards. What's the dominating card on top, please? We have you, Taurus, the beautiful, wonderful Queen of Pentacles. Here you're sitting on your throne. You're surrounded by greenery. The greenery represents always stay grounded here, always look at the reality of the situation. But at the same time, you're holding a pentacle. You want something real, you want something tangible. You want something that's very, very stable in your life here. And you also want something that's fair. You're not asking for a lot, Taurus. If anything, you have certain qualities and values that I actually really admire. You want fairness, equal give and take here. Anything else? Yeah. Sometimes things can be a little bit unfair too, with the Five of Wands here. People challenging you, competition, gossip, arguments. But at the end of the day, Taurus, you always know what's fair, what's real. You don't go out of your way, I'm right and you're wrong. No. On the contrary, Taurus, if you know that there's something that's on your side that is a fault, you will admit it. You have no problem with that. I feel like other people, though, sometimes try to trigger you. They try to, poke you to get like a reaction. No, don't fall for that, Taurus. Okay, let's look at your cards. What do we have? Mm-hmm. Interesting. Oh, okay. This is interesting because these three cards are definitely referring to this person right here, the King of Swords, Aquarius energy. So I feel like this person here, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Pentacles, that is new starts, new offers, new beginnings. Yes, the Ace of Pentacles shows, especially a relationship when it's still new. You're still getting to know each other. You're still finding out things about each other. It's at its infancy stages. Now, Taurus, I feel like you're holding back at the same time. The Eight of Swords sometimes is when we're feeling trapped, we're feeling imprisoned, but it goes a little bit further and deeper than that. The Eight of Swords can also mean where we retreat, we pull back so much that we create more boundaries. Why are we creating more boundaries? Because of the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords is also represented by Aquarius energy. This is Gemini energy. And I'm not surprised. I will be holding back too. I will be pulling back. If I saw the Five of Swords appear, the Five of Swords can also show that, are you dealing with someone here and you're already seeing red flags? Someone's a bit selfish, someone that will go above and beyond to get what they want, or, you know, they want the last say. They won't admit fault. I'm right, you're wrong, my way or the highway. This card can be a little bit impulsive. I feel like even with this card, if you were to give this person uh, constructive criticism, they may take that as an attack, as an example. So it almost feels like, are we walking on eggshells because of this person? It's very important, Taurus, you being represented as the bull. Don't fall into the trap of negative thinking because I'm already picking up you're not the problem here. It's this particular person that you are dealing with that I feel like they need to learn to compromise. They need to learn to meet you in the middle. If anything, they still have a lot to learn about life. They do. So if we go further, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Don't get me wrong, the Wheel of Fortune is good. Sometimes the Wheel of Fortune can also suggest that, okay, we're moving away from these energies. From being at the bottom, we're going up. Are we going to go back down again? So Wheel of Fortune can also suggest, and a lot of people don't like hearing this sometimes, this is destined. You were actually meant to meet this person, perhaps to either gain knowledge, to learn something, or it leads to something else. And I know that sounds absolutely strange. It sounds like, what? What are you talking about? I don't want to attract this. Of course not. Taurus, you didn't attract this, not at all. But sometimes in life, certain people will come, certain people will go, only to serve a purpose, and that is it. That's all. What else? We have the death card here. So what do we know about the death card? It's not an actual death, please. So I do get a lot of messages regarding this card. On the contrary, death shows the end of a cycle. And now you, Taurus, move on to the next cycle. You re-emerge. This card is definitely for you, Taurus, that you're going to somehow morph. When a caterpillar goes into the cocoon stages and morphs into a butterfly, that's what's going to happen to you. We're going to see a 2.0 version of you. Your old self needs to pass, and a new version of you needs to emerge. The death card, yes, can suggest when we sever ties, or difficult situations finally come to an end. It depends what's next to the card. Mm, choices and options. You're really going to be considering what to do with this person, whether to sever ties or not. That's what it is. A lot of people do ask me, what does the white rose represent? Innocence, purity. You went into this situation with the best intentions to open your heart, to be vulnerable. And the Seven of Cups shows, okay, what do I do now? Sometimes the Seven of Cups can show there's an overwhelm of emotions. What do I do next? Should I do this? Should I do this? There's a little bit of indecision here, a little bit of insecurities too. Some people don't like the idea of being in a vulnerable position here. So overall, though, Taurus, you must follow or do what's right within your heart. What is your heart telling you? What is it? Because you're pulling back here. Because now more than ever, you're like, okay, I'm setting boundaries here because you don't like the energy here with the Five of Swords. I'm just going to clarify some cards, Taurus. Oops. Yeah, see, we've got the Three of Wands here. Yes, the Wheel of Fortune shows movement. It can be really, really slow. We're hoping for things to improve. It can. I feel like almost the situation has its ups and downs, its ups and downs. On a side note, this is just a different message coming through. Taurus, if you are waiting on certain people regarding business, employment, jobs, there's a huge offer coming towards you. Huge. Okay. So just for those waiting on people to get back to you regarding other aspects in your life, and it could be like, yeah, I'm trying to build a business or I'm trying to find another job, there's really good news coming your way. So let's look at the death card, please. We have, okay. So we've got the Three of Pentacles here. So what does this mean? What does this combination mean? This could be the end of working together. This could be the end of being a team. Because this is in any relationship, ultimately, yes, it is a partnership. We have to be team players. The question is, I'm not feeling that this person is really a team player. So something that may come to an end. Yep. So we have the Temperance card. What I feel is happening here, like I said, the Death card can suggest you may decide to move away from this person. You may decide to sever ties because you feel in your spirit that it's not doing you any good. Some of you may decide to end the challenges and actually move forward together. So, because remember, the tarot has a lot of meanings. But look what we end with. We end with the Temperance card. It's very, very important, Taurus, especially going towards December, that you practice a lot of self love towards yourself. Because I feel like even this situation has caused a bit of damage in your heart. So we've got to protect ourselves. We've got to nurture ourselves. But most of all, we have to be patient towards ourselves. We've got to rebuild that nurture and that love for ourselves. If anything, it's very important for you to put yourself first here, especially when we see temperance. What are we seeing here? Temperance is dipping her feet in the water. For some of you that may decide to continue this relationship, take your time. Do not be impulsive. But the temperance card is also about setting certain values, setting certain boundaries too, and not letting them be compromised. So, and I feel like this is why we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups can also show, but I'm so in love with this person, I don't want to let them go. That's fine. If you don't want to let them go, they need to be able to meet you in the middle here. And they must understand what's it like to walk in your shoes or basically in your feet here. The water represents the emotions here that have been triggered, that have been hurt or lost, even. So, very important that, especially as we go towards the end of the year, Taurus, that you look after yourself and make you nurture yourself, you practice that self love, and your well being becomes a priority. But I do question this person. I definitely feel that they still have a lot to learn about life. I feel like it's all about, them. It's all about them when they need to understand that, hey, this is a partnership. This is a teamwork. They don't understand that. You may find it a little bit difficult to get through to them because again, I'm picking up a bit of a selfish energy where it's like, no, I'm right, you're wrong. It's not like that. It's okay to be wrong, but it's also okay to admit fault and also change and adapt how we do things. So these are your messages, these are your cards, Taurus. And just a reminder again, if you do wish to have a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. Take what resonates with you, Taurus. Thank you so much, Taurus. Have a wonderful day and power to you.